let's do a quick recap. So we are in the first week of our 30 days together, and we are laying the foundation for success. So what did we did so far? We decide and dare to dream, and we decide what the dream is and where we want to land. And then we connect that with why. Why do you want that? And what is it that we're showing up for every day? And just create an anchor to help you show up every day with that intention of becoming that person and achieving that dream. And then we went and we do a little bit of cleaning. We declutter the space, the relationship, the emotions, the environment, right? And then we talk about boundaries. I make some notes there, that's why I'm looking there. And boundaries around people, time, words, emotions, environment, and so on and so forth. So thank you so much for the way that all of you show up. A tap into the energy. I could see how it's a stretch for some of you, and yet you show up and you put the words in, and it's so powerful because every time we speak about something, it's gonna be at least another person that resonates with that and help them connect with that part of themselves. So this is how sharing is power. So today we're gonna tune into all that we did so far, and we're gonna access all of them so we could talk about setting up your calendar. So we do need to know what is it that you want, what is it that you show up for, why do you want to do what you want to do, and what your boundaries are in order to do this little simple thing as setting your calendar. Over the past 2 years, I've seen and I've been in a conversation with a bunch of adults. They're finding challenging and difficult to create a calendar and stick with a calendar. And I just want to bring awareness that that's not an easy thing to do. So, because it's require all these things that we talk about it so far, and so much more other things that we will talk about for the following days. So here we are, adults having all these responsibilities, living busy times, right? So I'm just curious, what is one thing that you find it difficult or is challenging for you to set up a calendar and actually follow through and keep up with that calendar that you set up? I'm just curious, what will be one thing that is challenging, that's in your way, that you find it difficult? So most of the people are bringing in as the answer will be time. I don't have time. There is not enough time in a day. I need to be in so many different places. There is not enough time to please everyone. I don't have time for myself. I am so busy. I don't have time. Fill the blanks. So I know you heard this before, and if you don't, great. If you did, also great. The common answer is a time. Now, here's the shocker. We cannot create more time. It's only 24 hours in a day, and that's it. There is nothing that we could do to make more time. We just don't have that power. I'm working on it. If I figure out a way, I will share with you. So we cannot make more time. But what we can do instead, we can create more space. And this thing alone, it's something that could change your life forever. And you could copy paste it in anything that you need in your life. So we cannot make more time, but we can create more space. Because the reality is that's what we need. When people say, I don't have time for this, that what they say is, I didn't make space in my day for this. So that's why this whole idea of setting up the calendar, it's a difficult task. It's required to access, again, I repeat, boundaries and knowing exactly who you are, what do you want, when do you want it, what is it that you need to do to get there, is require all that. So it's a complex thing. It's not just I'm gonna pick up a planner, put everything on, done. No, that's easy to do. The hard part is to follow through. So let's see, how do we do that? I want you to really tune in into the power of that, because that is such a positive reframe. So every time you say, I don't have time, unconsciously, it's a heavy feeling of being too busy, overwhelmed, super occupied, and there is no space for breathing, right? But instead of that, if you say, I didn't create the space, it's kind of detaching. So then it's a space, it's right there, and it sounds like a solution. It sounds like an option. Oh, so all I need to do in order to have time for this is to go over there and create some space. So it's already a solution. It's not a problem. It's not like, oh, I don't have time. It's like, I need to create some space for this. So now I'm speaking from a place of solution. It's a positive statement. I hope that you receive that. So let's see how we do that, because I went a little bit through what everyone's goals are and what they dream about to achieve in our time together. And we have, spark the business, surrender, commitment, facing the patients, being consistent, making space in a calendar. There you go. You're right here, Irina. You will love this. Having 2 paying clients, creating 30 clients, finding my voice, launching the business, expanding the business, get back the power, building momentum. All those are perfect, and all of them are required. They're not required, but you could use this tool in order to get there easier and faster, setting up the calendar. And I just want to go back a little bit and as most of us here, we are entrepreneurs and we are in a business or creating a business or whatever the phase we are in. We talk about clients. So now I invite you to take a step back and let's take this example. I want to have 2 clients. Like we assume that it's 0 clients today, and I want to create 2 clients. Well, the old pattern is I'm just gonna do, be busy, and oh my God, I'm so busy, and I'm doing this, and I'm learning that, and I'm doing this. And then I hope that I'm gonna land the client. And when I'm gonna land the client, I'm gonna figure out what that is gonna be in my calendar. So I wanna invite you to do that a little bit differently, and starting with creating the space. Even though you don't have a client, that 2 clients today, I want you to look in your calendar and decide where those 2 clients are in your calendar. And block that calendar. Client number 1, client number 2. I remember a year ago, I really wanted to work with 4 clients. So I literally did this game for weeks. Like I have blocked in my calendar, client number 1, client number 2, client number 3, client number 4. They were blocked in my calendar. Now, what do we do with these spaces? It's an invitation, so it's a welcoming. I already have the space for you. Whomever you are, whomever the time is right for you to land in my calendar, I'm already available. I'm available for 4 clients. It's in my calendar, it's in my energy. When I look at my day, like, oh, I have client number 3 at 11 o'clock. And then how do I work with that? It's like, well, but I don't have a client number 3. and I block 45 minutes for this client that I don't have. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be doing anything that I needed to do to create that client. So I'm giving that client 45 minutes, meaning that might be that I'm going into the Facebook Live and promote a program. That might be that I'm sending some emails. That might be that it's where I'm schedule a coffee or a video chat with a referral partner to refer me to other people. That might be when I'm actually probably I just take a course about something that is helping in my business, and I'm gonna go and be a student in that 45 minutes. So I'm staying in an energy of creating the client. So instead of getting a client, I'm creating a client. And first thing first, I'm making myself available for them. So remember what we talked about first day. What is it that you want? And like really feel it in your body. And then what is it that you need to do to get what you want? And back it up with your brain. So this is crucial. And in 30 days, if you only take one thing for everything that we're gonna go through, and then take this, just take this. What do you want and feel it in your body, and what do you need? Use your brain to back it up. So if you want 4 clients, you need to create those spaces for them. You need to send the emails out. You need to talk with people. You need to access your referral partners. Everything that you need, and you're doing it in the spaces that you're creating for this 4 clients. This is how you create a client. I hope this resonates with you. This is powerful. I love it. Yes, great. Thank you, Liz. I'm happy that it's helpful. Yes, so for you, Liz, just decide for your new program that you're working on and creating, how many girls do you want to have there? And block that calendar, decide where they're landing, and how many people do you want to interview for your business. And if you make a decision now that, okay, I could interview 2 people a week, that's it. It's all I want to do. And then make sure that you block 2 spaces in your calendar for these 2 people. And then copy paste everything that I said, right? That's it. So everything that we are talking about here, it's not complicated. It's very easy. It's very easy. It's not easy, simple. Yeah. So this is it. This is powerful. I didn't come out with that. I'm not that smart. Somebody else did, but I love it and I use it. It's simple, right? It's not easy, but it's simple. It's very simple. And then this is how you show up. You show up and you do the work, and this is how you create that client. It gives me a focus action on my dreams and sends the message out. I am open and available. Yes. And that is the energy. I have space. I'm open. I'm preparing. I'm available for client number 3. Today from 11 to 12. That's it. So that was the biggest piece that I want to bring on today. The action step is, what is the action that you need to take to set up your calendar? What is it that you choose to do to set up your calendar? Like right now, in your life or in your business or in your relationship or in your spirituality, whatever that is that you want to show up for in this program. Whatever you choose, what is it one thing that you could do to set up your calendar? You could think about it. You don't have to have all the answers. But when you define that, what is the action? I need you to write down, to type in, what is the first step that you take for that action? Because everything gets started with the first step. So when we talk about action, and I'm presented it like this, like what is it, the action, and then what is the first step? And I have a client of mine told me, like, oh, is it that the same thing? It's not to me. Because you have to decide what the action is. And I think was Tony Robbins saying that just making a decision and do not act on it is just a feeling. Nothing is going to happen. So you make the decision what the action is, and then you take the first step. So it's decision, back up with action. Sounds like, okay, Karen, set specific time slots for clients. Great. How many clients? Like, we need to know exactly where in your day and how many. And if you want to do a work with your clients when you show up in the same week, like I meet with my one-on-one clients same day, same day of the week and the same time, unless we travel and then we need to make some changes. So if you set the specific 2, perfect, Karen, 2. So you decide, I'm gonna see client number 1, 9 o'clock on Monday morning, and client number 2, 4 p.m. on Friday afternoon, and that's it. So what happened is, when you get in the point to actually enroll that client, you tell them, I'm available Monday at 9 a.m. or Friday at 4 p.m. And guess what? You bring all the energy that you already created for those 2 places, right? So here we go. Thursday, 10 to 12. Wednesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. to 12. So one it's at 10 and one it's at 12. I think that's what you meant. So you do this 2 clients, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now you got in a moment when you enroll one client and you just tell them, I'm available Wednesday or Thursday. Which one fits you better? And it's just bringing an energy of being sincere, because now you are honest. Like, this is the place that I have available for 2 clients. You one of them. Which one you want it? Instead of like, I don't know, I need to check my kids' calendar, let me check with my husband, I don't know, I still have a full-time job, maybe I could do evenings but not Wednesday because I'm going to the church, and not Friday because I have a bridge club and whatever. And now the client is like, oh, you don't even have time for me. That's the energy that is perceived. Block it in your calendar. Like, is it electronic calendar? Is it a planner? There is a power in like seeing it and putting it down. It's like, it's a different level of commitment, right? I personally am visual, so I like to work with colors. My calendars are very colorful, and I have a designated color for everything. My one-on-one clients is on one color. This lives for this group, they're in a different color. I don't know, when I interview people for my podcast, that's a different color in my calendar. So I know where I am, and every meeting and every type has a different energy. And then in my mind, and subconscious, is just when I jump into that conversation, when I see orange, that's my one-on-one client, and that is, I'm tapping into a place of, let it go of everything that's happening with me and what happened before, and just be fully present for my client. So I'm stepping into that energy, right? And so on and so forth. And let's see what else. Before you take the money, make sure that you have spaces available, so that the last thing is like, okay, we closed the deal, we signed the contract, I took your money, we start Tuesday at 12 or Thursday at 1 or Friday at 10. Like, literally having that space available. Not try to put them where they want, and of course what they want is important, but don't try to just throw them in a chaos. That's the point that I want to make. And the power in that is, and especially when we are helping a client in the long term, the power with that is that the client, they learn in their own body, they are prepared for that space. Like, the body learned probably before the brain that, it's Wednesday 4 p.m. I'm meeting with my coach. Like, I know when I'm meeting with my coaches, right? It's like I'm already in that space. like as a client, I already dive into like I'm coachable, I'm vulnerable, I'm open, I'm ready to go, whatever that conversation is gonna take us. My body knows like, okay, you're about to be coached, right? And as a coach, I already explained. So it's very helpful for the client. And here we are entrepreneurs and we are talking about our clients or patients or partners. It's very helpful. It's the same principle, copy paste again. It's the same principle when we, like you set up to have dinner pretty much at the same time, right? Or like if you have little kids, like I know for me it was like crucial. I was a single mom and I did my best to set up dinner at the same time every day. It's like with any other meals, right? You set up what time you have lunch every day because it's helping your digestive system, right? So then you learn about your body. It's the same thing, copy paste. All right, mark on the calendar. Yep, write it down, lunch break. I literally, it was a time in my life when I started this coaching career, and it was for quite a long time actually, when I will forget to eat lunch. I'll be so absorbed into my work and so excited about what I'm doing, I will not even, realize that I'm hungry. And then in the end of the day, when the boys will come home from work and from school and it's like, it's time for dinner, I'll be like, damn, I forgot to eat. And that's unacceptable, right? Because I was running on a fake fuel, and I think we talk about it. Like you're running on the fake fuel because you're so passionate about what you're doing, and you forget that you need to drink and eat and rest and take a break. So I had to literally put it in my calendar. It's still in my calendar. I still have in my calendar my lunch break. I might talk with a friend from US or from whatever, Australia, it's like, hey, can I have lunch with you? And I might have my lunch here on the desk when I'm talking with them, but just to chat, so that I'm not having my lunch alone, but I'm taking my lunch. Like I needed to put in my calendar, and it's working. So that's what we do, and whatever works for you. Some people do the calendar on the phone, or you have it electronic on your computer, or you have a planner. If you do it all, make sure they're sync and they communicate with another, and this is it. You are creating your dream, and setting up your calendar is just another tool to help you create your dream. If your dream is to get 3 clients, make space in your calendar for those 3 clients. So you let them know that you're available. That's that. That's all I have. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. And I do want to make one little comment before we go. We make an agreement and we commit to show up for 30 days every single day. We want to be flexible and honored that one day you might not be available, or something else takes priority, and that's okay. But what we try to do here is to stay in that energy. If you go away for a day, it's important to come back next day. If you break it one day, it's not a big deal. If you break it 2 days, you lose a lot of that energy of being in this container. And you could try it on and test it out and see if that's how it lands for you or not. But I want to invite you to do your best to show up every day. That's it. I want to make sure that everyone show up and created dreams that we manifest 4 days ago. All right. Have a wonderful evening, day, afternoon. See you tomorrow. Ciao.